Hello, my lovely crochet fans. Today we're going to be making the Seek jacket. And for this project, you will need a 7mm hook, and you will need Red Heart Super Savior black and white, a pair of scissors, and a yarn needle. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we are going to get started. And we are going to put 2 strands together, and we are going to chain 25. Okay, so now we're going to count out 4 stitches, and we're going to double crochet into that 4th stitch, and you're going to double crochet all the way to the end. And now once you make it to the end, in the last stitch, you're going to put 3 double crochets into that last stitch. And now we're just going to go ahead and we're going to continue double crocheting all the way to the other end. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started on our second row. We're going to chain 1, and we are going to do double crochets in this first stitch in the front loop. And then you're going to do double crochets all the way around in the front loops only. Okay, so now we're going to move on to row 3, or we're just going to do double crochets all the way around, and we're going to continue this pattern until we get to row 7. For row 4, you will do it in the front loops only, and you will continue to do it in every other row. You will go ahead and you will continue your pattern, but when you do your front loops, you will now put 2 double crochets onto each end of the hood. At the end of row 19, please leave a long tail for sewing the hood onto the jacket. And now we're going to go ahead and we are going to double crochet all the way across the back of the hood. And for our next project, we're going to be using a 5mm hook. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our eye, and we're going to go ahead and we are going to use black for this eye. And for our eye, we're going to chain 4. Row 1, we're going to join the chain 4 and we're going to put 12 double crochets into that ring. Row 2, we're going to chain 3 and we're going to put 2 double crochet into the same stitch and in each stitch around. Row 3, we're going to chain 3 and you're going to do 1 double crochet in the next stitch and 2 double crochet in the stitch after that, and you're going to repeat to the end and slip stitch to join. Row 4, chain 3, 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches and 2 double crochet in the next stitch. Repeat to end, slip stitch to join. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to change to white. Row 5, chain 3, 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches and 2 double crochet in the next stitch. Repeat to end, slip stitch to join. Row 6, chain 1, single crochet in the next 18 stitches. One half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. One double crochet in next stitch. Two double crochet in next stitch. One treble in next stitch. treble, chain 1, treble, and next stitch. One treble and next stitch. Two double crochets in next stitch. One double crochet in next stitch. One half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Single crochet in remaining stitches and slip stitch to join. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to change our color to black. Row 7. Chain 1. One single crochet into each stitch until you get to the chain space. And in that chain space you will put one single crochet, chain 2, one single crochet, and you will continue this all the way to the other side. Where you will put in the chain space one single crochet, chain 2, one single crochet. You will put one single crochet in each of the remaining stitches and slip stitch to join. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to leave a long tail for sewing onto the hood. For our jacket, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use our size 5 hook. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started on our body. And for our body, we're going to start with our slip knot and we are going to chain 100. Okay, and now that I am finished, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to half double crochet in each chain all the way to the end. Rows 2 through 5. Now rows 2 through 5, we're going to chain 2. We're going to turn our work and we're going to do a front post and back post. Rows 6 through 21. You're just going to simply do 1 half double crochet in each stitch. Okay, so now you're going to count out your stitches and divide them by 3, then subtract that number by 5. The number you get is the number of stitches you will have double crochet in for row 22. Note, The number 5 is the number of stitches you will skip to make your armhole. If this is too small or too big, you can change it to the amount you need, then subtract. Row 22, chain 2, half double crochet in the next 22 stitches. Turn. Row 23, chain 2, turn, decrease, half double crochet in each stitch. Row 24, chain 2, half double crochet in each stitch. You will repeat row 23 and 24 until you have 8 stitches left. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our back, and you're going to attach your yarn 10 stitches away from the front part of the jacket and half double crochet in each stitch until you are 10 stitches away from the other side. Continue half double crocheting until your back is the same size as the front. And now you're going to lay the jacket flat and fold the 2 front parts to the middle with a tapestry needle and yarn, sew the front shoulder parts to the back parts. You're going to skip 4 stitches and then start sewing. And you're going to also single crochet around the jacket starting at the bottom. Now we're going to move on to our sleeves, and we're going to make 2. To start the sleeves, you will need to chain 9 and turn. Single crochet across, then half double crochet across back loops only. Continue this pattern until it fits your wrist. Make sure it is not too tight or too loose. Once you are done, single crochet the 2 halves together and half double crochet around the wrist part, increasing every 5 rounds until it reaches your shoulder. For the increasing round, you will count out how many stitches you have and divide by an even number and subtract 1. Continue to increase until arm is as long as you need. Okay, so now you're going to sew or single crochet the hood onto the jacket just like this. And I also wanted to point out that the jacket looks really small, and I thought that was because the hood was so big, but it turned out that the jacket was a little bit too small. So in order to fix it, I turned the jacket upside down and I did front post and back post on the bottom to make it longer.